Welcome to Wild Thoughts with the Big Bang. As you all shall listen, you shall begin to know that Wild Thoughts with the Big Bang is the best knowledge drip to be lived before death. Now, financial independence is a worthy goal. We need a good reason to allow ourselves, to become financially independent. Whether you think money is bad, and a lot of people think money is bad. No, money is good. Money has to be good because it buys everything that you need. It stimulates the economy. We are becoming a capitalist, not the capitalist that is for the state, but become a capitalist for yourself. In other words, I'm saying make sure that you get paid. Make sure that Uncle Sam gets paid for your work. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of everything else. So make sure that you also get paid. Now remember, these are just some opinions that we have for the Wild Thought listeners. You can do whatever opinions you want to listen to or begin to say and write down for yourself. Okay? So we need to learn to be the lender. All right, it's our time. It's our time to be the fucking lenders. It's no longer time to be the borrowers. We need to be the goddamn lenders. We need to be the ones giving money to the people. That is how you become a powerful person. You got to be able to lend money. You got to be able to lend time. You got to be able to lend something to help out somebody else. You become the lender, and then you become the follower, the leader, the follower, everything else. You become control. You take care of what we'd like to call your golden goose. You must feed and care for the goose that lays your golden eggs. All right. Do not stack all your money away, because when you pay 33 cents to the Wild Thoughts, you invest in yourself. For 33 cents, all the human becomings that want to grow and want to see and learn from the Big Bang, well, I can teach it, and at the same time, I will get paid for my service. That's right. Self-control, self-respect, the self-confidence creed, all those things, they're adding up. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to make sense now. It's starting to run through the self-confidence creed every day. We're going to go over that with you, little bitch-ass bitches. We're going to go over the self-confidence creed, and then we're also going to finish this, what we were talking about right here. So, you know, I'm going to be able to teach multiple people on multiple services, multiple different success laws. That's what we're going over now. So, you know, for 33 cents, you can now invest in the Big Bang and in the Wild Thoughts and the Big Bang Studios. All right? I will get paid for the hard work and all the nice, encouraging words that I have been giving all of the people for being such great. Let me greatly follow them unto the unknown. All right, so that is cool right there. I know that I am worth being paid. I have seen where I am, and 33 cents a minimum a day for all the listeners that want to be taught in the law of abundance, and probably even some more death stuff, some more different whatever. We can be taught in many different ways, so it doesn't have to be abundance. Maybe the abundance of death and the abundance of fire that burns all day long. And, you know, we can do that too if we really are in desperate need to do that. Okay, so. Yeah, where the fuck was I? Sometimes I just get off on these weird-ass tangents, you know. I have a damn motherfucking script here that I write down in the mornings. I guess it's not really a script. It's just a notebook with my ideas in it, and then I write them down, and then I read them, and I go, man, I should have added that when I was reading it. And then I start going off on something else, and then I'm like, where the fuck was I? And then I was like, oh, right. I am talking about, you know, getting paid for your work. So, millions of people pay a little can change $1 billion, all right? We are power into the earth. Know that all the beautiful human becomings are leaders. We will never back down from asking for money or the compensation for our works, for we are listeners of Wild Thoughts, and we are leaders. All right. The compensation for our works. Remember, we are teaching and learning and giving our best thoughts. We are the 5 motherfucking percent. Damn it, we're rich as shit. We are the 5%. So it's easy for us to lend. We are self-confident. We are in charge. We are growing because we are persistent with our self-control and our self-confidence. We are trying and we are becoming a happy lender of wild thoughts with the Big Bang. And we will all have a real part in the knowledge drip. All right, the knowledge drip that is wild thoughts with the Big Bang. Now, I love asking for money. It's the easiest thing in the world. See how easily I did it? Just all you gotta do is ask for your money too. If you're doing some type of business and you think your money it's worth something, you know, if you have your own business or you want to just get paid more, then you got to believe in yourself that you are worth it. Because if you go out there, someone's offering something for let's say $50 to clean your car, but you come through and you go, I'll clean your car for $100, and your confidence is out of control and your self-control, and you got like all the right tools and equipment, you know what I'm saying? You didn't show up unprepared, you showed up prepared, you know what I'm saying? You had your pressure washer, you had your soap, you had the girls with the big tits in the back, whatever, you know? That is how you fucking do it, you know what I'm saying? You're coming up with some persistence, some ideas. You got to give something that people want already, but then you offer it more, you know what I'm saying? Offer it more, offer it better, offer it seamlessly throughout time. Okay, now that we got also that out of the way, now we can finally jump in on how to rid yourself of procrastination. We're going to go over some how to rid yourself of procrastination, and then we are going to study some course lessons here on the 7 deadly horsemen today. So it's going to be great. And then we'll go over the self-confidence creed at the end of the day. At the end of this knowledge drip, we'll go over the self-confidence creed, and then we will call it a great day. And you know, just because that's a good amount of time for everybody to be listening to this for now. All right, if we want to go longer, you know what we have to do. We have to start paying for it, because damn it, I can't. This is a lot of work to do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta write, you gotta think, you gotta move, you gotta get carpal tunnel because you write page after page after page, and then you're like, damn it, why don't I just do it on a goddamn computer? But it's like, I don't have a motherfucking computer. Maybe I should get one. I have an iPad, but that's about right now, and an iPhone. All right, so let's get rid of this procrastination that I am trying to I'm not even trying to do the procrastination thing right now, just because sometimes in my life I want to procrastinate, but because of the procrastination, it has got me to the point of where I want to be. Sometimes it's true. Procrastination can be a very powerful, very movement thing. By procrastinating doing something, maybe you saved your life. I don't know. Maybe you were supposed to go to the mailbox, but you didn't. And then like right when you were supposed to go out there, somebody drove by and hit the mailbox, and then you were like, oh man, I would have got the mailbox, and I would have got hit if I was out there when I thought I was going to be. So sometimes procrastination can be a good thing. Not everything is bad. It's just an imaginary made up time of waves and space and energy and atoms, which of course are the movements of the world. All right, so here we go. How to rid yourself of procrastination. You need to form the habit of doing each day the most distasteful task first. This procedure will be difficult at first, but after you have formed the habit, you will take pride in pitching into the hardest and most undesirable part of your work first. Place this sign in front of you where you can see it in your daily work, and put a copy in your bedroom where it will greet you as you retire and when you arise. Do not tell them what you can do, show them. Alright, so this sign, what I'm saying right here is, if you don't have your pencil and pen out, fuck you. turn this shit off. You ain't ready for real shit if you ain't writing this shit down. So you need to form the habit of doing each day the most distasteful task first. Do you know what that means? Whether for whatever you like or dislike, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you dislike the most, that's what you gotta do. For example, for me, I freaking hate writing so much, but it's the most distasteful task that I gotta do for this knowledge drip in the morning. So what I do is I get up every morning and I pour that motherfucking hot ass coffee, and then I drink it, put some ice cubes in that motherfucking bitch because it's Florida and it's goddamn 90 degrees at 6 a.m. So you put some damn ice cubes in that motherfucker, and then then I work on my most distasteful task first, which is writing. But that's okay because I know that the writings here will make me $1 billion. It'll make me a trillionaire probably. Unfortunately for me, I will probably be a trillionaire by the time I'm like 42, which is very great. But that's what I do. My most distasteful task first. That's why I know I can build the habits of writing down every day, because I know a lot of people don't write every day. So that's pretty simple. And then the second part of this, to how to rid your procrastination thing, was to place a sign in front of you where you can see it at your daily work right now, or you're in a copy in your bedroom, wherever you are. Now you're probably going, what does that mean? Write this shit down that I'm saying, and then we're going to do it. All right, I'm just going to start from the motherfucking beginning again, because I got on a motherfucking tangent because you guys ain't writing this shit down. I can fucking see you ain't writing it down. Here we go. How to rid yourself of procrastination. Form the habit of doing each day the most distasteful task first. This procedure will be difficult at first, but after you have formed the habit, you will take pride in pitching into the hardest and most undesirable part of your work first. Place this sign in front of you where you can see it in your daily work, and put a copy in your bedroom where it will greet you as you retire and when you arise. Do not tell them what you can do. Show them. Repeat the following words aloud 12 times each night before you go to sleep. Tomorrow, I will do everything that should be done when it should be done and as it should be done. I will perform the most difficult task first, because this will destroy the habit of procrastination and develop the habit of action in its place. We're going to say that one more motherfucking time. Tomorrow, I will do everything that should be done when it should be done and as it should be done. I will perform the most difficult task first, because this will destroy the habit of procrastination and develop the habit of action in its place. Carry out these instructions with faith in their soundness and with belief that they will develop action in your body and your mind sufficient to enable you to realize your definite chief aim in life. Whew. That's right, guys, and that's how you rid yourself of procrastination. So just take a break now. Catch up on your notes. We're going to start here in the next thing at 14 minutes. Don't forget to breathe. Stretch out your back a little bit if you've been sitting weird. And then we'll jump on to this next thing. And then we'll power on over to our self-confidence creed. You are studying this course. All right. So self-control. Please read the foregoing sentence aloud. Okay. Read it thoughtfully and meditate over it before reading further, because it is, without doubt, the most important single sentence of this entire course. All right. You are studying this course, presumably because you are earnestly seeking the truth and understanding sufficiently to enable you to attain some high station in life. You are searching for the magic key that will unlock the door to the source of power, and yet you have the key in your own hands, and you may make use of it the moment you learn to control your thoughts. Place in your own mind through the principle of auto-suggestion, the positive, constructive thoughts which harmonize with your definite chief aim in life. And that mind will transform those thoughts into physical reality and hand them back to you. As a finished product, this is thought control. When you deliberately choose the thoughts which dominate your mind and firmly refuse admittance to the outside suggestions. Remember, we talked about that the other day, the outside suggestions. We talked about it when we were being seeds. So remember that. The outside suggestions, they are the weeds that are trying to take our dirt. They're the weeds that are trying to take our air, our CO2, and they're the weeds that are trying to take our water. All right, so remember that part. Okay? And then after you do that, you know what I'm saying, it'll be easy to move on with life, and then you can just control yourself. All right? It would be a master salesman of yourself. Be a master salesman of yourself. All right. Whew. All right. That one was a good one right there. I'll tell you what. I've been watching a lot of Hank Hill recently, just because it's a really good show, and I really enjoy Hank Hill. It's kind of the King of the Hill, I believe, and that show's pretty freaking good if you ask me. So now we're just gonna go over real quick the self-confidence formula, and then after we do that, we're gonna call it a day, just because 16 minutes, 36 minutes, that's a long time. All right, it is a really long time. Let me see if I can. So let's go ahead, and at the 17-minute mark, we'll do the self-confidence formula. Take another break, guys. Breathe, and then we'll get into it. It's a good day. It's a real good day. Self-confidence formula for all the little people out there that want to understand how to be self-confident. First, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, aggressive, and continuous actions towards its attainment. I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind eventually reproduce themselves in outward bodily action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my mind for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to be by creating a mental picture of this person and then transforming that picture into reality through practical service. Third, I know that through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of realizing it. Therefore, I shall devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of the factors named in the 16 lessons of this reading course on the law of success. I have clearly mapped out and written down a description of my definite purpose in life. For the coming 5 years, I have set a price on my service for each of those 5 years, a price that I intend to earn and receive through the strict application of the principle of efficient, satisfactory service, which I will render in advance. Fifth, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and motherfucking justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to me the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because I will first serve them. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing a love for all humanity. Because I know that a negative attitude toward others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. I will sign my name to this formula. I will commit it to my memory and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my entire life so that I will become a successful and happy worker in my chosen field of endeavor. Whew. Alright guys, so we just went over the self-confidence formula, and I know you guys really enjoyed that one. So I just wanted to go back to the fourth self-confidence creed here. I mean, this is I've read this. I don't even know how many times I've read this, how many times I've recited it, how many times I've memorized it. I don't even know how many times, okay? But this just popped out to me during this episode of Wild Thoughts. So this is a brand new thing for me because of what I wrote today. And on the fourth one, it says, I have clearly mapped out and written down a description of my definite purpose in life. So I guess maybe part of the procrastination of me also writing has helped me with a fourth self-confidence creed, which is finding and describing my description of my life, which we do that when we do the I ams. We do that when we do the we desires and expects. We get to move on towards what we desire, and the multiple chief aim. I'm sorry, did I say multiple? I said definite purpose in life. All right. And then also on the fourth one, if we go back to it, says, for the coming 5 years, I have set a price on my service for each of these 5 years. A price that I intend. Yep, that's what it says right there. So, it says, for the coming 5 years, I have set a price on my services for each of those 5 years, a price that I intend to earn and receive through strict application of the principle of efficient, satisfactory service, which I will render in advance. All right. Now the fourth one just hit me after all these times reading it. It probably hit you guys earlier because you're a little bit smarter than me, but it just hit me that you have to get paid for your damn work. I mean, it finally hit me today that you have to get paid for your damn work. That, Big Bang and the Wild Thoughts, yeah, it's great, but it's time to get motherfucking paid. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be switching over the knowledge drip to a multiple subscriber base, I guess you're going to say. I'll probably give like the first 20 minutes free, but after that, it's going to be like, after the first 20 minutes, you're going to have to pay, man. It's going to be like, I don't know, maybe $5 a month to subscribe, maybe $10 a month to subscribe, depending on how much. I like your creative names for your things, I guess, whatever. But I guess that would be the best way to do it. Just whoever has the most creative name has to pay the most money, because that's like a prize for you. All right, guys. Well, until next time, enjoy your great little life. Oh yeah, and shout out to at Nick on the Instagram. He gave me out. He sent me a sweet ass picture, and Wild Thoughts is growing. We got fan art now, bitches. All right, until Friday, take it easy, bitch. Bye. This has been Wild Thoughts with your host, The Big Bang.